Matapos mong panoorin ang video na to, magkakaroon ka ng kapangyarihan na pagalingin ang kahit na anumang karamdaman na nararamdaman mo ngayon. Hindi ka naniniwala? But before that, intro. Namaste. My name is Father Joe and welcome to the Corporate Mystic. Now today, let's start this session with a short story. So may dalawang magkaibigan na napaka-devoted kay Señor Santo Niño, the Santo Niño of Cebu. Ang dalawang magkaibigan na to kasi, since college, parati na silang nagsisimba sa Santo Niño de Cebu. According to them, the image of the Santo Niño is very miraculous, kapag hindi sila nakakapag-study a day before their exams, when they go to church and they pray to the Santo Niño, the day after, during the exam, himalang nakakapasa sila kahit hindi sila nagsa-study. So because of that, kahit gumraduate na sila at nagkaroon na sila ng kanya-kanyang buhay, yung isa nanirahan sa Camiguin Island, tapos yung isa nanirahan naman sa Cagayan de Oro City, every year, sa tuwing kapistahan ng Santo Niño, which is we call that Sinulog, they always go to Cebu to show their devotion to the image of the child Jesus. So one day, etong si Juan from Cagayan de Oro City, pumunta siya sa Camiguin Island to visit his friend Pedro. Nang sa ganon, sabay na silang pumunta ng Cebu, because the fiesta of Sinulog is upcoming. So nung pumunta si Juan dun sa Camiguin Island, he was really saddened because his friend is dying. Si Pedro ay dinapuan ng isang sakit na tila bayata ay hindi na siya makapagsalita, hindi na siya makabangon, at hindi na niya nagagawa ang mga gawaing pambahay. And because of that, Juan was really sad because that was his college friend, and he decided na siya na lang ang pumunta ng Cebu. However, with his efforts, Pedro told Juan to get a part of the Santo Niño's body, kahit mahirap na siyang magsalita, he told Juan, pare, makakatulong sa akin kung dadalhan mo ako ng kahit isang piraso ng bahagi ng katawan ng Santo Niño. Parang ganon. His words are mumbling, but Juan understood it, and he said yes, though he really didn't believe in the healing powers of the fragment of the image of Santo Niño, but because that was his dying friend's request, he said yes. So to cut the long story short, pumunta na siya ng Cebu, and yun na nga, nasa simbahan na siya. He was looking at the image of the Santo Niño. He said it's really impossible to get even a tiny speck of the image of the Santo Niño. Kahit yung damit lang ng Santo Niño, mahirap. Kasi the image of the child Jesus is inside a glass. Tapos meron pang mga guards, Tapos marami pang mga devotees doon sa harapan na nagsisimba. So, kahit ang paglapit mahirap, at it's impossible to really touch the actual body of the Santo Niño because there's a glass. So, to cut the long story short, umuwi na siya. Siyempre, pumunta pa siya ng Camiguin to visit his friend for the last time. However, when he was on his way to Camiguin, he was riding this wooden boat, yung bangka. When he was riding that wooden boat, he realized na yung bangka pala is made up of wood. Pagkatapos yung kahoy niya medyo maitim na. Kasi 'di ba, kapag yung kahoy nabasa, nainitan, it will start to change its color, para kasing nagde-decompose na siya. And he realized that the color is the same as the color of the wood that is used in the image of Santo Niño. So what he did, he got a piece of that wood from the wooden boat. Pagkatapos nilagay niya dun sa panyo niya. He folded it and put it in his pocket. When he went to Pedro's house at Camiguin, Pedro is really dying. So what he did, he gave it, pare, nakakuha ako ng parte ng katawan ng Santo Niño. That's the pinky, yung hinliliit na nasa paa. So sabi niya ganun. So, pare, salamat, malaking tulong to. But Juan was not expecting anything na baka gumaling si Pedro. He was just, trying to fulfill his best friend's dying wish. So, yun na nga, umuwi na siya ng Cagayan de Oro. After 3 months, he visited his friend again. When he was approaching Pedro's house, he was a bit shocked because yung bahay ni Pedro, parang may nagpa-party. Baka naman talagang natuluyan na. Tapos, etong party na nakikita ko, lamay na ng kaibigan ko. When he went inside Pedro's house, he was shocked because he saw Pedro drunk, no? Lasing na lasing si Pedro. Tapos, nilapitan niya si Pedro, sabi niya, "Pare, ba't lasing na lasing ka? Wala ka na palang sakit." Sabi ni Pedro, Bro, effective na effective yung binigay mo sa akin na hinliliit ni Santo Niño. Yun yung ginagawa kong tea araw-araw. Kita mo na ngayon, after 1 month, gumaling ako. Kaya, every night, nagpa-party kami dito. So, the story is quite bizarre. This is a fictional story, no? Di naman ito totoo. However, the narrative is actually true to life story. Why? It's because nangyayari ito sa tunay na buhay. Kahit na fictional yung story na yon, there are people who actually gets cured just because of their strong belief of something. In psychology and in medicine, they call this the placebo effect. Yung placebo effect kasi, this is our mind's ability to actually generate healing for ourselves, no? Our minds are very, very powerful. Dati nga, may mga experiments silang ginagawa, no? 5 patients, for example, may lagnat, 5 pasyente, binigyan ng totoong paracetamol, may 5 pasyente naman na binigyan ng hindi totoong mga gamot, yung gawa lang sa flour, no? But it was shaped like a medicine. So, both of them took the medicine and both of them were made to believe that those are very effective medicines. And guess what? All of them, the 10 of them, got cured. So, our mind facilitates healing if we only have a strong belief that we will be healed. Our body has its natural process of cell regeneration. Now, this study has been conducted by Dr. Bruce Lipton, no? Sabi kasi ni Dr. Bruce Lipton, our minds can actually alter our physique, no? Our minds can actually kill viruses and bacteria within our bodies, and our mind can repair the damaged cells within our bodies.
Can a positive thought have a positive influence on a body? And there's just absolutely it can, for a very simple reason. When we have a positive thought, the secretions of the brain that go into the blood are all secretions that enhance the vitality of our cells and the maintenance of our body. Now, you say, is that really true? Does belief actually influence this? And I go, well, for nearly 100 years, medicine has recognized the value of something called the placebo effect. The placebo effect is what? The concept of a positive outcome from some experience that controls the outcome. So, for example, a person is suffering from an illness, and their doctor says, listen, I have this brand new drug, the greatest, latest thing from the pharmaceutical industry, and it's even colored purple because it's so much more effective. And if you take this drug, it's going to resolve the issues you have in your health. Well, if you take that drug based on what the doctor just said and the belief the doctor just offered, you take the drug and then you get well and you say, yes, oh my goodness, the drug healed me, but later find out the drug was nothing more than a sugar pill. Well, the significance is, then what healed you? The answer is not the sugar pill. So what else is left? The belief in the sugar pill healed you, the positive belief that you hold when you take that drug. That's called the placebo effect. And interesting fact, over 1/3 of all medical involvement, the positive outcome is not due to the medical process itself, but is due to the placebo effect, where the patient believes whatever treatment they're getting is actually going to heal them. And this is profoundly significant because it's another way of understanding mastery over your biology. The biology of belief, in this case, the biology of a positive thought, is what will ultimately control your health. The relevance, again, is very simple, is that a positive belief releases positive chemistry from the brain that goes through the body into the blood, and this chemistry in the blood is what controls our health and our vitality and our happiness.
Kaya nga, when we tweak our minds, if we tweak just a single, change in our mood, it can already facilitate healing, di ba? Yung naririnig lang kasi natin yung placebo effect. However, we are not told that there's also this nocebo effect. The nocebo effect is this. When we think about negative things, we are always in stress, then we will really get sick. No?
The most important thing we must understand in enhancing the immune system, and that is stress hormones shut down the immune system. Now that sounds like punishment, and I go, no. It's actually an intelligent part of the system. If you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger and you have an infection, remember, the amount of energy used by the immune system is so great that when many people get sick, they don't even have the energy to get out of bed. So the relevance about all this is we don't want stress hormones in there because the function of the stress hormones is to conserve energy to run away from a saber-toothed tiger by shutting off functions not necessary to escape the tiger. And that means shutting down the immune system. Stress hormones are so effective at shutting down the immune system that medical practitioners use stress hormones when they transplant a foreign organ from a donor into recipient. They give the recipient stress hormones. Why? To shut down the immune system to protect the newly transplanted foreign organ. So, my goodness, the effectiveness of stress in shutting off the immune system, it's used therapeutically. What's the point? Watch the news. Go on the internet, read the stories. Just start looking out your window and see all the crazy stress-provoking things going on. I say, that itself is increasing the virulence of the COVID because the stress is preventing the immune system from fully functioning.
All right? So guys, I hope you have learned something new today, and I'm not just making this up. You can actually look at the link below, no? On the description below, I added the research of Dr. Bruce Lipton about these things and how you can heal your body by just using your mind. Again, I'm not telling you na hindi ka na iinom ng gamot, na hindi ka na magpo-proceed sa kung anumang medical procedure na nirequire sa'yo ng doktor. You still need to do that. However, once you have a positive mind, you are already halfway there. You are already halfway to your holistic healing. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if this is your first time watching my videos, paki-click na po yung like below, and then please subscribe, and also please ring the notification bell because it will really be a big help to this channel. Nang sa ganun, mas maraming mga tao ang makapanood at ma-educate sa mga topics na ganito. Alright? And also, when I upload a video next time, isa ka sa una makakakita nito. Alright? So, I hope you've learned something new today. Again, this is Father Joe saying, Namaste.